How's it going, guys? It's me, Alexis.
And I'm Christian. And today we're going to be reviewing this little guy right here. This is the Lectric XP e-bike.
We've been so stoked to try this out because I think it fits our lifestyle pretty perfectly.
Oh yeah, totally.
As you might know, we love road tripping with and without our tiny house. And this particular e-bike is really perfect for us because you can take it almost anywhere.
Yeah, this bike has a lot of options because it's actually foldable. What you can do is, and we've done it before, is fold this thing up, put it in your car, bring it to, like we've been to another town that we've never been to before, pulled the bikes out of the back of it, and rode around the town all day.
The thing I found so surprising was how easy it is to fold. It's 3 simple motions when you're folding it. You fold down the handlebar, you fold the bike in half, you can even fold the pedals. And when it's all folded up, it's less than half its size. But it is heavy.
They say it weighs about 60 pounds, right? So
yeah,
that's a little hefty. You got to be at least a little strong to pick this up and to get it into your car. But it does have, this is actually a handle right here. So when it's folded, you do have a good place to pick it up and put it in your car.
In some situations, having a bike rack might not work for your vehicle. So the fact that it can fold really gives you more options for how you can transport it from place to place.
So some of the particulars about this bike. It is an e-bike, so it has a little electric motor on it. That's 500 watts. It says it goes about 28 miles an hour. We've gone up to about 22 miles an hour.
Maybe 23, but apparently it's one of the only e-bikes that can go that fast. Now it's not a motorcycle, so it's not, you're pedaling with the pedal assist to get to that speed. So
pedal assist is one of the cooler features on the bike. It takes power from the motor while you're pedaling and makes it so you can move easier and faster. And it also has gears on it, so it gets up to, it has 7 gears on it, so you can actually go pretty fast.
Yeah, and the gears help with the uphills and downhills because there is some exercise involved, less so the higher the pedal assist mode has, multiple pedal assists. 3 is pretty darn zippy, I'll tell you that much.
And I like it because what I end up doing is using me pedaling on the way out on a trip. And when we decide to turn around, I know I'm going to be tired because I'm a little out of shape. Come on. So on the way back, I use more pedal assist.
Yeah, that's actually a good strategy because from where we're parked right now, most of the bike rides that we take, the last mile is uphill, coming home. Yeah, so that's when you really want that pedal assist.
So because this is an e-bike, it has a lot of things going on with it all at the same time because it can. And a lot of the features are really, really super cool.
For starters, it has a motor, of course. But to turn that on, you have to turn the key.
Yeah, it's got a key. Which
is helpful for when you go places and you can lock up the bike, but you could also take the key out. And let me tell you, it is really hard to drive away quickly with a 60-pound bike with no motor.
Yeah. So as you can tell, this is a fat tire bike, but it's only they're like 24-inch tires, so they're kind of small, and that's because of the folding capability. It reduces the whole height, but they're puncture resistant, they're all-terrain. You can actually take this on, small trails, nothing too crazy.
A top feature for people of varying heights,
like us,
is this one-size-fits-all bike has an adjustable seat and handlebars, not just a little bit of adjustment, like inches, 6+ inches worth of adjustment, which is really great because I enjoy sitting up straight when I ride the bike, so it's nice to have the handlebars all the way up. Adds to the relaxed feeling of cruising around town with this sweet bike. And speaking of cruising around for running errands or going on picnics or going to work, it has this great cargo rack on the back, or you can use this bag that you can purchase separately. It's not cheap, it's about 50 bucks. It's got 2 pouches on it, clamps on here pretty securely. That would be particularly good for going to farmers markets, which I would love to do.
So like I said before, this guy has 7 gears. It's also got an LCD screen. So the LCD screen has all the information you need on it. It has how much battery you have left. It has the speed you're going, how far you've gone. And it also says cumulatively how far you've gone on the bike since you've had it. I think she got 35 miles on hers. I've only got 25. And it's got a little, like a selector where you can change the pedal assist from 1 to 3. And it's also got a bell. If you need a bell, you got to let people know you're coming.
Yeah, because they might not hear you. The motor is actually pretty darn quiet. Now, the higher the pedal assist, the louder it is, but it doesn't really get over more than a soft hum. Yeah. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah, that's a good hum. So the other cool thing about this bike is it has Shimano components. So components are the brake levers, the shifter, and the actual brakes on the bike. So it has disc brakes, which are super cool. When you're going 20 miles an hour, you need something that's gonna stop you, for sure.
Yep, when that squirrel runs in front of you.
Another thing the e-bike has on it is a throttle. So when it's in either 1 to 3 pedal assist, you can use the throttle, but you got to be really careful. It is touchy. So one thing I did forget to mention was this is the original seat post, and as an add-on, you can get this seat post that has a little shock absorber in it.
Yeah, the suspension for sure comes in handy when you go over big bumps. I actually can't imagine not having it.
So one of the things that Alexis and I both noticed with the steering of this bicycle, this e-bike, is that since the wheel is only 20 inches tall and the steering wheel it's probably about the same, it's probably about 20 inches, it makes it want to be real aggressive when it turns. So it could actually flip you over if the wheel turns too quickly because it's such a small diameter. When you have a bigger wheel, you can kind of lean into the turn. And with this, it's a little bit harder, especially because they're fat tires. And when they do turn, they mush just a little bit. So you always got to be aware of turning, and you got to like gradually turn around corners. Like I just realized we turned around in a cul-de-sac and turning around in there was perfect, but anything else like just on the road is really hard. So just be aware of that turning radius.
When I hop on the bike to try to get going, it can be kind of tricky because the bike is so heavy. So immediately I put it in pedal assist mode on the lowest setting, which means the motor is going to kick in. As soon as I make that first pedal revolution all the way around, I can go from 0 to 3 to 5 miles per hour just like that, which is really exhilarating and fun, but can also be kind of jarring. So I really got to pay attention to where I'm steering and to make sure my handlebars don't go crazy. It's been a blast trying out these Lectric XP e-bikes. They're so zippy and fun.
They are fun.
But they definitely take some getting used to.
For sure.
Because they're distinctly different than a regular bicycle, but they're not a motorcycle. Somewhere in between, a really happy medium that takes a little bit different techniques.
Yeah, I've kind of figured out my technique with riding it is kind of when I know I'm going to stop pedaling, I'll end up goosing the throttle just a little bit, just so I can keep going, just because it has that little bit of lag when you stop pedaling. So having that little bit of throttle is great. So, you know, I definitely encourage trying things out in a safe environment before like taking it on the road.
Yeah, that's great advice. We've done a fair share of window shopping of different e-bike models. And I do have to say, I'm impressed with how well-rounded the Lectric XP is. One, it can go very fast, 28 miles per hour. It can go for a long time.
Yeah, we did, what was it, like 20 miles on the bikes, and I still had at least like a third of the battery left when we got back, so that's pretty great.
It's crazy good. And the overall charge time is really reasonable too. When you completely drain the battery, it only takes about 4 to 6 hours for it to be fully charged.
Which isn't horrible. That's, you know, it's a half a day at work. But if you think you're going to be using it constantly, it does have a swappable battery option. So you could always have an extra battery sitting somewhere on charge and ready to go.
What makes the XP e-bike truly exceptional, 2 things. It's foldable, like we talked about before, so you can take it pretty much anywhere, you know, as long as your guns are strong enough.
True.
And 2, the price point. Lectric sells it for just $900, which is significantly less than most e-bikes on the market. And it comes with free shipping.
Yeah, and that's ridiculous because most e-bikes are north of $1,000. So
Far north.
Far north. So this is a great price point.
So all in all, we give the Lectric XP e-bike 2 tiny thumbs up. Or
tiny house thumbs, not tiny thumbs. These aren't tiny thumbs.
maybe 4. 4?
4?
2 pairs.
2 pairs. So, yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed our review.
Yeah, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys later. You go for another ride?
So. Hey guys, it's Alexis.
And Christian.
Thank you very much for watching our video.
Yes, and subscribing to our channel.
And don't forget to check out more tiny house stories.
And tours.
Oh, and don't forget to join us on Patreon.
And again, don't forget to subscribe.
See you next time.
Take it easy, guys.